Hi and welcome to another Watch Geek video. Today we get to spend some time with a Frederique Constant classic automatic chronograph. But before we move on to the watch itself, let's say a few words about a brand that I believe is one of the most underappreciated brands today. Frederique Constant is a relatively young brand founded in 1988 and still run by the founding family, even though Citizen bought the company in 2017. The reason I think this is one of the most underappreciated brands today is the amount of engineering and dedication to movement development they have that is rarely seen in Swiss brands today. Even though they're barely over 30 years old, and even though they do still offer a range of watches powered by third-party quartz and mechanical movements, unlike many Swiss brands today, instead of spending all its money on marketing, FC decided to spend it on the development of new movements, made in-house, something not even the biggest names do lightly. So in 2004, they offered their first completely in-house made collection with the open heart movement. Even though brands would see this as an opportunity to skyrocket the prices, FC decided to keep the prices reasonable, making their watches one of the most affordable Swiss-made in-house watches you can buy, with many costing less than some ETA-powered offerings from other brands. What I especially love is that they didn't stop there, but just kept innovating. So in 2007, they introduced the silicone escapement, just 2 years after Patek Philippe. The movements that followed were perpetual calendar, a world time movement, a flyback chronograph, and even the king of horology, the tourbillon, all developed in a 10-year time span that some brands take to change a bracelet and lug shape on a model, calling it innovation. And speaking of Rolex, it took Rolex more than the lifetime of the entire Frederique Constant brand to make their own chronograph movement as a replacement for Zenith's El Primero in the Daytona. I think that alone speaks of how dedicated Frederique Constant is to engineering instead of marketing. Between 2004 and 2018, they developed 15 different in-house movements, even dabbing their fingers into the smartwatch business by making a mechanical smart hybrid. This kind of speed in new movement development is unheard of in the world of Swiss watches. Because of that, it is one of the Swiss brands I have the most respect for, and one whose in-house offering I would like to add to my collection in the future. To make the difference between the third-party and their in-house models clear, all watches powered by any of the in-house made movements has manufacturer designation added to their name. The watch we're reviewing today is not a manufacturer, but a model powered by the venerable Valjoux 7750. Although I think the in-house versions are where you want to put your money when it comes to Frederique Constant, it doesn't change the fact the ETA-powered versions are just as gorgeous and just as well built. This watch, with its styling, is as classical as it can be. The case is completely polished and all the surfaces are rounded, making it slip under a cuff easily. It is also one of the slimmest looking 7750 watches I have ever seen. Despite 13.9mm in thickness, the round edges make it appear slimmer. The watch itself is 41mm in diameter, but has very long lugs extending past 51mm lug to lug. It's still wearable on smaller wrists, but I wish it was slightly shorter. The crown is signed, and the pushers follow the same simplicity of the case. The dial is beautiful in this almost milky white with applied hour markers and framing around the subdials. The printing is crisp, and the watch oozes quality. The hands are polished and feature these very thin lines of lume, which in combination with the dots for the hours make the watch barely visible in the dark. But the fact a watch styled like this even comes with lume is worth an applause. And to be honest, a larger lumed area would have ruined the styling of the watch, so this is a good compromise between style and functionality. The watch does come with a clear caseback that gives us a clear view of the 7750 with a gold color signed rotor. Now the movement does feature some decoration and it does suit the character of the watch. So overall, this is a classically shaped, styled, and sized watch that looks as Swiss as a watch can. I like the simplicity and the styling very much. If I were getting an FC though, I would go for any of their in-house offering, as that is where I think they offer the best value for money you can get when it comes to Swiss-made watches. Well, that completes this week's video, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and until the next video, bye.